The initial clearing of like the really big and chunky distortion patterns, the programs that we've been running that have really kept us stuck in victimhood, they get released and people feel really, really good. A lot of the time they'll say, I'm in, sign me up, I'm there. And then what happens is, as growth is continual, like we never stop growing as humans, right until we take our last breath, we're on a growth trajectory. But what happens is then we get to that next level, like peeling back the layers of the onion, we get to the part of the onion where it's like, ow, peeling back that skin, that's getting a little bit uncomfortable because I'm going to have to let go of my security, which is, living in the confines of what you have always known. So if you told yourself stories about being a victim or, holding on to trauma or living, a lackluster life or a really sick life or one where you gave your power away to a partner or, an institution, whatever it might be, that when that layer starts getting pulled away, it's like, oh, that's just too uncomfortable. Let's keep that layer on. Okay, I'm going to go back and just spend some time. And sometimes it literally is, I just have to spend some time acclimating to my new level of perception after that first big release. And then maybe a year later, I've had lots of clients come back a year later, 2 years later, when they're ready for that next layer. But some people just decide, like for me, I was just like, I just jumped in because I'd rather just get it all, like just get the big chunky pieces off and out so you can start on your path where you're in flow state. So what I call the 0 point or flow state, I just wanted to get into that position really quickly so I could start showing people how to do that themselves. And there are many that right now, especially in the world, want to just jump right into flow state. And there are some that are still holding on. They're holding on to their burdens. They're holding on for fear of what it might feel like to not know exactly where this is going. But we're not meant to know where it's going. That's the whole thing about flow state. When we get present again and really connected in our body, we get comfortable with the flow, going with the flow. It becomes a really exciting and invigorating way to live. Some people take breaks. Some people in this lifetime, maybe that's enough. And some people are just all in. It depends on who you are. And there's no right or wrong. And that's the other thing. You're not doing anything wrong by choosing not to continue on. If you can, keep going, because we're always going. We're going in this direction anyways. The path is the same. It's the path home. It's the path back to your divine nature.